Hello and welcome back to the channel for some news updates in the Vallow Daybell case for June 22nd. Now please excuse the background noise. My air conditioning is on the fritz and so I have fans going all over the room. I will do my best to edit out the background noise as best as I can, but you might hear something. I apologize. So moving on to the news. First thing, this happened 2 days ago, but it kind of got buried in everything else that was going on, so I wanted to bring it here and make sure you had the document. 2 days ago, Chad's attorney filed a motion to have the hearing moved. Chad's preliminary hearing that was scheduled for July 1st has now been moved to August 3rd and 4th. We'll stay up on that. If that changes again, I'll let you know. Next up in today's news, Summer Cox has issued a statement publicly on her Facebook page regarding the finding of JJ and Tylee. And I'm going to bring that to you here. I'm going to read it to you. I'm not going to say a whole lot about it. We can talk about that later on. Words are hard and inadequate. Trying to type through this pain is difficult. The last few months have been hard. The last week has been excruciating. Losing our precious Tylee and JJ in this horrific way is more than we can bear. I have a tremendous amount of gratitude to all of law enforcement that have worked so hard to find Tylee and JJ. When I first heard that remains had been found, I immediately felt the need to pray for those who found them, and I continue to pray for those who were on the scene, removed the remains, and have to analyze them to try and piece together what those poor babies endured. I feel for those who do this work, and I am so grateful that they are willing to do this, to help bring peace and closure to families. I am also grateful to the Woodcocks for ordering the wellness check. I pray for them to have peace and comfort as well. My mother has been there with me the past few days, and we both feel the same about this. I feel so incredibly grateful to have all of our friends and family, and even the strangers that have reached out to offer their love and support. I have leaned on them more than they know. We have prayed for the truth to come to light, but we never thought it would look like this. Believe me when I say this has looked very different from my perspective than what the public has seen. It's easy to jump on a bandwagon when you don't personally know all the people involved. When you have been up close and personal, you can't discount your own interactions and just go by what everyone else says and thinks. I know there are people waiting for me to admit I was wrong. If that's all you want to know, here it is. I was wrong. I am an extremely imperfect person that loves my family with all my heart, and I wanted to believe the best in them, and I held out hope for the best possible outcome. I have always said things truthfully as I understood them, and will continue to do that as I learn new information. While I am nowhere close to perfect, I strive to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. I want to show love to everyone regardless of their imperfections. I do not find any joy in condemning people or in the mob mentality. There is no joy in finding out about my precious niece and nephew. And while I have moments of extreme anger, right now there is so much sorrow and hurt that I can't even fully process all of it. The last thing I want to do is perpetuate more hate. There is already too much of that in this world. I am praying for healing for all of those who knew and loved Tylee and JJ. Even those who didn't know them have been hurt by this news. I pray for healing for all who need it, especially those who choose to lash out in anger over this. I pray for them especially, as I know when you are in pain from your own life circumstances, it's easy to act out in anger. I am trying my best not to do that. It's going to take some time to work through all of these emotions and all of this grief, but I have experienced the healing power of the atonement of Jesus Christ in my life many times, and I have great hope and faith that He can heal all those who turn to Him for comfort. Tylee and JJ are completely irreplaceable in our family. I have loved them greatly all of their lives. There are no words that can capture this loss. Words are just inadequate. We have dozens of Tylee and JJ stories that we love and share frequently. We had prayed our hearts out for them and hoped with all of our hearts that they were safe, but we sadly have to face this new reality, and our family will never ever be the same. Sadly, there's no way to go back and undo what has been done. We can only go forward. As much as we miss them here, I know my beautiful Tylee and precious JJ are in a beautiful place with the people they love. I am going to do my best to help what's left of my family to honor Tylee and JJ by putting our trust in Savior Jesus Christ, by trying to show an abundance of love and kindness, and look into ways of helping victims of abuse, children suffering from chronic illness, and children on the autism spectrum. Love you forever, Tylee and JJ. So, that was Summer's statement. She also had a whole bunch of pictures of Tylee and JJ up on the post. You'll see those scrolling across your screen. So I'm not going to give you my personal opinions on that at this time, but if you know me, you know you're going to hear that eventually. Alright, moving on, the next point of news. Keith Morrison and Nate Eaton did a live stream today, which was really fun. They're talking about the Dateline episode that's going to air tonight. There's a screenshot from it. There's a link in the description. An iCard should be popping up at the top of your screen. Please go give that a watch. As you all know, we're very excited to watch that interview tonight with Melanie Gibb that was recorded before the affidavit dropped, so it'll be very, very interesting to hear what she has to say. Next in the news, Nate Eaton, East Idaho News, has also released 2 911 calls that Charles Vallow made. Now, they happened while Lori was at the police department with Melanie Gibb and Tylee trying to get Charles in trouble. It's very interesting context. I'm going to put a link to the YouTube video with the 911 calls, but also here's a link to the police interview that they did with Lori, Melanie, and Tylee while Lori was there to report Charles for stealing her purse from the car. So watching that all together gives you a little bit more context to what was happening in the background and how that all broke down. So that's all the news I have for you right now. As you know, I am always singing Nate Eaton's praises, and East Idaho News is an incredible repository for information on this case. So go to the YouTube channel, give them a subscribe, and watch all the videos they have there. I will talk to you soon, and tomorrow afternoon, Paul and I will be doing a live stream to discuss our reaction to the Melanie Gibb interview that airs tonight on Dateline NBC, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.